All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
Hear my wish, Eternal Dragon. It's time for a death battle!
What is this madness?
Whoa, Vegeta! Am I really that much taller than you?
Stuff it, Kakarot!
You jump!
I like the 3D already.
Not bad. Want to kick it up a notch? Sure. But how about some variety? My turn.
Wait, what? Dang. So he just called Super Saiyan 4 weaker. I don't appreciate it. But whatever. We're gonna watch the video.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Guess it's now or never.
That only destroys evil, my friend. I think he's gonna die because of this. Dang. I knew they were going to make Vegito win.
Oh man, that was epic! Totally worth the wish. Oh, I guess we probably could have solved a lot of world problems with that.
I suppose world
Wow.
domination can wait another year. This fight was incredibly close. No, seriously, how could it not be? They're almost exactly the same person.
With a few minor differences here and there, like signature attacks. Neither Vegito nor Gogeta had one single power that provided an absolute edge over the other.
Except perhaps Vegito's longer time limit, though it's not so clear-cut. Both have overtaxed their energy quick enough to end their fusions in less than 10 minutes. Time isn't the only factor, but also whatever is maintaining each fusion. Gogeta's body and Vegito's earrings. It's possible Vegito's power can actually drain the Potara faster than Gogeta's does his own body.
Still, it's twice the time, and that definitely gave Vegito more flexibility and strategy. So more often than not, it's safe to say Gogeta would run out of juice first.
Also, when Vegito or Gogeta defuse from power overuse, it's typically difficult for them to immediately fuse again due to that lack of energy.
But Vegito had another one over Gogeta. No matter what, he'd always have a very slight power advantage. Remember how the fusion dance requires the fusers to match their power levels? Well, the Potara don't need that.
Goku doesn't need to match Vegito's slightly lower power levels, so there's nothing stopping Vegito from combining the full sum of their parts.
Ah, poor Vegeta. You'll get your day in the sun one day, buddy. Oh, who am I kidding?
Well, gotta be honest. I'm a Gogeta fan. I like both of them, obviously, but I like Gogeta more. Yeah, they're not lying. The fact that the fusion dance, you have to match powers, and if there's always going to be someone stronger. They're not the exact same power, even though Dragon Ball Super says that they are. They're not. They're really not. So Vegeta literally holds Goku back. He just so happens to be the strongest other person. So that's logic. That's math. I don't like it though, but it's real.
This might be what Old Kai was referring to when he said that Potara had a greater effect.
But hey, could Gogeta have destroyed the earrings? Nope. He would have had to be able to overpower Vegito first, like how Goku could only destroy Kefla's earrings after he reached Ultra Instinct.
Remember, when comparing levels of power in Dragon Ball, the greater one can overrule almost anything the weaker one does. The earrings likely tend to be protected by the user's ki aura, similar to their clothing.
The only time we've ever seen Potara damaged or specifically targeted are when the wearer is overwhelmed or in a vulnerable state. If any stray ki blast could destroy them, we'd have a lot more broken earrings by now.
Lastly, there's some debate over their personalities. In their first appearances, Vegito seemed rather cocky and playful against Boo, whereas Gogeta was far more deliberate against Janemba, and thus far more successful. However, these are not core personality traits, and assuming so would be inconsistent with Vegito's serious fight with Zamasu and Gogeta's more brash fights with Broly and Omega Shenron. Context is key. As far as personality and mental ability goes, Gogeta and Vegito are practically identical. In the end, Vegito's higher power level, no matter how slight it was, made a big difference in protecting and maintaining his longer, more flexible time limit.
Gogeta was gonna need meta more than that to beat Vegito. Sorry, Wiz, I know that pun was potarible.
Wait, shut up. Earth's Dragon Balls give 2 wishes, right?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Shenron, I wish for you to fuse me and win.
Oh,
The winner is Vegito.
I wasn't even trying to see that, to be honest.
Thanks for watching, and doubly thanks to our
It's
channel
crazy.
members for supporting us this year. Hope you've been enjoying the extra perks and content.
Well,
We've got a bunch of new
well,
stuff
well.
in the works for you. If you aren't a champion,
Looks like they have 1.5 million views. That was a while ago. Let's see now. That was like some days ago, literally.
CRM software doesn't have to be so complex.
Oh, it's the same. I mean, probably some more thousand, but that's crazy, bro. Well, that was an interesting fight. I mean, let's be real. They are pretty much the same person. One power level is higher than the other, just by a little bit, but a little bit starts to matter when you start multiplying your power times 50. Your base power times 50, and then times 100, and then times 200, and then times 400. And that's just Super Saiyan 3. So, yeah, it starts to matter. Even if it's like literally 2 more power, it matters. But Vegeta won. That's it. They didn't even use their freaking Xenoverse here. You know, other stuff. They just use Super Saiyan Blue versus Blue, and they over here talking about, oh yeah, let's use the other stuff. Let's use heroes. Let's use Xenoverse. You didn't do that. You just talked about it. Honestly, like they couldn't really scale it because when you get into Xeno Goku and Vegeta, I guess, but really Xeno Goku, he is wiping the floor with anybody else, and that's just it. It's just too much power. He's basically GT Goku traveling throughout time. Anyways, that's too much. So they didn't even really use those guys. They just pretty much put in Goku and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super, and then Goku and Vegeta from I don't know if they try to use Xenoverse, because technically he did have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then they went to Blue after that. But the reason I said they didn't use Dragon Ball Heroes version is because Super Saiyan 4 is as strong or potentially stronger than Super Saiyan Blue, and then he used a Limit Breaker on top of that, and then Kaioken. Neither one of them used Kaioken at all. I even argue to say they didn't even use Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, because the evolution is like a little bit darker blue and a little bit more sparkly ki. I didn't see none of that. So yeah, that's why I say they didn't use him. Like maybe he used Xeno Goku because he went Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and then Super Saiyan Blue. But then, like I said, that implies that Super Saiyan Blue is stronger, and it's not though. It's just not. And here's my quick argument for that. Super Saiyan 4 it's just the same example as saying Dragon Ball GT is, GT Goku is stronger than Super Goku. Basically, GT Goku takes place 10 years after the end of Z. Dragon Ball Super takes place after Majin Buu's defeat and before the end of Z. Therefore, chronologically, GT Goku is stronger. That's all there is to it. It's a similar argument. Super Saiyan 4 is not a physical transformation in the sense of just physical stuff. It's a magical transformation in the sense of it is magic because it's not explainable. Super Saiyan 4 is a transformation that brings you to your physical peak that you will ever be in your life, similar to Gon and how he forced himself to become an adult, the same adult that if he were to train every single day of his life, he brought himself to the most physical peak so he could kill P2 and defeat him murdering. Absolutely. Best that he could ever be. Transformed into that version of himself and sacrificed his whole life for it. But Goku didn't have to sacrifice his life. He was a kid, turning Super Saiyan 3 as a kid. It kept him in a kid form because he was a kid. And he can only last for literally 7 seconds. That's how long he lasted in Super Saiyan 3. But when he goes to Super Saiyan 4, it turns him into an adult body. It turns him into the best physical peak version of himself. So if he has Super Saiyan Blue in his arsenal, because he just knows the transformation, the technique, Ultra Instinct as well, then right then and there, right? Super Saiyan 4 is going to be stronger. It's going to transform him to the most powerful version of himself, and that's it. So you could have Super Saiyan Blue, the power of that, but Super Saiyan 4 would take that, just how he learns and remembers things, like attacks that is done to him will not work twice. His body just remembers it. It's like wild nature type stuff, and the body does it itself. His brain doesn't have to do it. It's just his body. Super Saiyan 4, bro. It's just that. So, like I said, it's magic. Really, truly, magic. Anywho, reason I say that is because that's why Super Saiyan 4 is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue. Because if he were to have that transformation in Ultra Instinct, they would just take that power and mix it together with the Super Saiyan 4 power boost, and it would just become one fusion of power, and that's that. And that's why it doesn't take a lot of stamina to use Super Saiyan 4, because it's pretty much just a natural state. Because it just magically brings you to the best of your ability, the best age, the best body type, strength, endurance, everything, bro. That's why it happens like that. And that's why even though Goku got beat up by Sin Shinron so badly, he hardly went down in transformation. That's why there's a weak Super Saiyan 4 and in a full power, because it's basically his base form, but just immensely stronger. So all those abilities and techniques combined into one, of the Ultra Instinct, of the Super Saiyan Blue, of the, I would say Kaioken, but that is a technique. It technically should be in Super Saiyan 4 as well, but let's be real. Nah. So it's all in one. Superpower. Boom. It's just like that. Alright. But I've ranted much longer than usual. So what I'm going to do is end the video by saying that was pretty interesting, pretty nice, pretty cool. And it was facts. Vegito's stronger, sadly. He's still a cool guy, obviously. But Vegito's stronger, you know what I'm saying? Just is what it is. Nice fight. They didn't really use all the abilities, and I know they didn't want to because they didn't want to animate all that. They didn't want to show all the aura. They didn't want to do all the transformations. And they definitely didn't want to show his Ultra Instinct. Because the fact is, Goku knows Ultra Instinct. He can do it whenever he wants. And then, Vegeta's version, Ultra Ego, they didn't want to do all that. Because at the end of the day, we know they're pretty much the same person. And they knew who they were going to have win from the beginning. So, they just wanted to, showcase the cools. It's fan service. That's it. And they're trying to get some views right quick. Now, it wasn't right quick because there's a lot of work to do, studying this, that, and the other, and then animating. So I'm not downplaying their stuff. I'm just saying that they obviously didn't want to do everything they could have. Regardless, though, they did a damn good job. The fight was pretty cool, and it was lit. 3D, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have did 2D, but people would have been. It would have been like, how dare you? You did Superman versus Goku, and it was 3D. You bring that back. But people would have been raiding. But yeah, it was a good video, real talk. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening to this rant. And y'all take it easy. I'm out.